Hey traders, this is Ron from Optimize FX. Welcome to the week 3 review of all 10 expert advisors that have been trading. Before I get stuck into the review though, I would like to have a quick chat about my EA currency engine. If you're new to the channel or if you haven't been looking at my videos or anything recently, basically Currency Engine is an expert advisor that I've been developing for over a year now, on and off, because I do work full time and I don't have a lot of time on my hands on the weekends as well. So it has been on and off. And the other reason is that some of the things I'm trying to do is quite difficult. In a nutshell, yeah, I'm not like a super whiz of a coder. I do it full time. So sometimes I get home and I don't really want to look at a computer at all. So it's probably why it has been taking a while to figure out as well. Plus, I've also taken it in a few different directions over the past year as well. And I'd like to share just a little bit about it. So in front of us, we've got a quick little visual backtest that I've done on Currency Engine on USD JPY M15 time frame. And all I wanted to show is that this was only over, I only let it run from the 25th of March to the 4th of April. So yeah, it's only been like a week. So I basically started this on a $10,000 account, and it's trading a 0.5% of the account because it's doing simultaneous buys and sells at the same time. The reason why I wanted to show this is that at the end here, this little part here, we can see that a nice drawdown reduction has happened. So what it does is that if after a certain order count, the one that you've selected, if it turns on drawdown reduction, that means that it will close the oldest order with the newest order at a little bit of a profit. So it closed, and you can set that profit in dollars. And what's really good about this is that you can capitalize on buys and sells, but also if one side gets a little bit too high, as it comes back, it can start moving that little bit of a grid up. So for USD JPY, for instance, basically that's really good because, as all traders would probably know, all yen pairs tend to trend quite heavily. And in these settings here, I've basically made the distance between the trades start off a bit wider than I would normally. And I've also got the multiplier of the distance between each trade set at 1.1. So every second, or the next trade will be 1.1, the distance of the first. So the grid slowly widens out. And if you have the position multiplier at a really nice level, say 1.3, as the grid widens out, the multiple of the lot size doesn't get too crazy as well. So it's able to capitalize on the market coming back, and you can take profit but also not get in a lot of trouble. So in just this short period of time on a $10,000 account, it made $128 quite easily, and there was very minimal drawdown. The drawdown was like 0.62%. Obviously the modeling quality here is saying NA, but we can see that there's quite a lot of ticks modeled there. But this is just one of the very many ways that you can trade Currency Engine. And I've also shared this file in the Telegram if you want to try it out. There is still some bugs I'm trying to figure out, and one of those is the hedge drawdown reduction algorithm, and there is still a few bugs with the drawdown reduction as well. Basically, the biggest troubles I'm finding is when I've got simultaneous buys and sells open at the same time, trying to get the algorithm to understand what is the buy side and what is the sell side. And sometimes it can get caught and it doesn't know what to do after a period of time. So they're just some of the things I'm trying to figure out, but it's getting very, very close, and I'm able to spend a bit more time. I'm spending less time trading and I'm spending more time trying to get this algorithm correct so that we can all capitalize on this algo. So that's just quickly in a nutshell how Currency Engine is going. I haven't even touched on any of the other capabilities that this EA can provide, but I do have a PDF in the Telegram channel as that you can read to give you kind of a breakdown on what each thing does. When you first get it, you can just chuck it on Euro USD on M15 and it will go no worries at all. Rightio. So that's basically that in a nutshell. I just wanted to share a bit of where Currency Engine is at, and you can download a demo in the Telegram. The link to the Telegram is down below. Rightio. So now Currency Engine is out of the way. Let's have a quick look at all of the other robots that I've been trading this week, and I've got quite a lot to share. I'll try and make this quick, but yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit of a longer video than all the others. So Blessing 3. Right. Blessing 3 has not got out of drawdown. Yeah, Euro JPY. It's still not out of drawdown. It still hasn't opened any more orders, even though I asked it to open more orders. It's just not doing what I want it to do. So if it had have opened an order down here, it probably would have been out of this drawdown. But it seems to be the only pair that is pulling down this EA. All the others, which is, well, it hasn't even traded XAU or gold. It hasn't even traded gold at all. I don't think there's been any trades. So it's just been Pound USD and Euro USD, which is all it's been trading. We can see here that, or this USD JPY is just Currency Engine because I just chucked it on here. I didn't mean it for it to take a trade, but yeah. GU and EU are the only two that have taken trades on Blessing 3, and the most drawdown was Pound USD, which is usually the case with GBP symbols. They have a bit of drawdown, but yeah, $197 drawdown. But the max drawdown was 862 because of Euro JPY, which actually hasn't even taken any profits at all, and all it's done is just been a lot of drawdown. Right, I'm still unsure on whether to keep testing this or not. It just seems that yeah, Euro JPY is it's just stuck on that. So I might cut this symbol, or I might try some other ones. I'm not sure. Let me know what you think I should do in the comments below with Blessing 3. And yeah, obviously I'll remove gold because it hasn't done anything with that either. So not sure what's going on there. Next we have Gold Scalping Expert. Now, yes, I do have a little bit to talk about with this. It has gone actually a lot better since I changed the settings. And we can see here that it did have a loss this week, but it did end up with $73 in profit with a very, very small drawdown of $36 so far. So what can I gather with that? So basically it can be profitable, and it looks like we can actually up the risk because we can risk more. So that's my 2 cents with Gold Scalping Expert. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to up the risk a little bit, maybe just double it, and we're going to see how it goes next week. Now, gold has been a really, really hard symbol to trade. All in all, I think Gold Scalping is going quite well now. So we're going to keep testing it, and I'm going to up the risk to a 2x of what it is right now. And we'll see how it handles next week's gold movements. It's still in an uptrend, but we have seen a big sell-off here at the end of Saturday morning or Friday night, depending on where you were in the world. But yeah, we sold this big push up to a new all-time high, sell-off, which was quite a big sell-off, and then another push up, so double top, and then a huge sell-off there. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen with gold next week. I'm not sure if we're going to go down or if we're going to form support here and then go back up. So we'll see what happens. Now, AGT, which is the not this one, which is this advanced gold trading. Now remember, I started this on a $500 account, and the idea was to see if it could survive on a $500 account, and the answer to that, based on how gold has traded this year so far, is no. No, it can't. It has blown the account on the 500. It actually got up to about $690, I believe, and where our max drawdown was 529. So it margin called the account, it blew it up, and that answers our question: can it trade a $500 account? And that is no. So we lost 529 for the month. So yeah, we had that blow up, and that I had it here. That happened on the 3rd of this month, which I had it back here. So 3rd of Feb. So I think it happened in this little section here, which is quite interesting. I'm not sure if it was that part or if it was this and then it just didn't recover from here, or if it, I'm not too sure, because it seems quite odd. I wasn't actually near the computer when it happened, but basically what happened is it went into a reduction loss. It was down to $161 left, and I started the EA again, and then it blew up there in this little part here. So yeah, it is what it is. So what did I do? I decided to try again with another $1,000, and I put that in. So we've got no trades open. We can see that it started here again. Where is it? Yeah. So this is where it blew up. This little section here couldn't handle this, and then I turn it back on here, because with this EA you have to actually put it back on the chart again for it to start trading after it does a reduction loss, kind of like it says here, reduction loss, or not after this, but after it kind of blows up, you've got to put it back on the chart and it will start again. But yeah, it blew up again. I'm like, okay, no worries at all. We'll put $1,000 in. So I put $1,000 in, and so far we've done nothing. $37 for the week. And yeah, we'll see what happens next week. But yeah, gold has just been really, really tricky to trade with, and the reason why they say that is because Stargogs on the $500 account also blew up. That was just wow. So it was trading the M5 time frame. The reason why I had it on M30 is because I was trying to see where it blew up, but I think it was maybe this little move here or down, or I can't remember. I actually thought I put a label on the chart of when it blew up, but that label is now gone, unfortunately, and I can't actually show you all where that was, unfortunately. But yeah, so Stargogs blew up, AGT blew up. We've got negative 726 and negative 673, and so I decided to try again with another $500 on this. Now, Stargogs, it was going quite well, and I think it's just the market right now. Like, the market is just absolutely nuts. Like, if you look at gold from the start of February, or start of Jan, sorry, right here, start of Jan, it has just been going up the whole time. And before then, it was just up and down, up and down, up and down. But yeah, it's just been going basically up. So I think it's just been a really hard market to trade for expert advisors that aren't meant to trade kind of like such a really hard trending market. That's just my 2 cents, It all depends on the strategy. So Stargogs I've tried again, and Quantum Ticks I've also started again, but I gave it $10,000 this time to trade with, and so far it's only just survived. And as you can see here, we've had the max drawdown of negative 75 or 75%, and that happened on the 3rd as well. So the 3rd was a pretty big day for gold, because this trades gold, and we can see for the week it made $4.73, because I'm basically simulating a cent account. So $4.73 for a $76 drawdown. Probably not so great. And I actually thought it would do better than this. So maybe I've not got it on the right setting. I thought it would actually make more. But we're going to let it trade again for another week and see what happens. But yeah, that's no good. I think that would have, if you had a real account, that probably would be blown up. So unfortunately, I think it's probably no good for quantum ticks. Now this other one, I'm not having much luck with expert advisors this week. So basically Apex EA, not good either. It started off extremely well. Both the Euro USD and USD CHF were doing extremely well before this week, and currently we're not much of a drawdown now, negative $40, but we've only had losses this week. Negative $79, and that really shocked me because it started off so well. I don't know what's happened with this. So it's not going to blow the account anytime soon, we can see that. But what I want to see is what happens next week with Apex EA. So we're going to trade it for another week and see what happens. Rightio. And now this is one of the stars, I believe. This has actually really shocked me. Finvesting EA, trading GU and EU on the H1 time frame, has just absolutely killed it. By killing it, I mean it's just traded extremely well since we've started this. The only thing is, obviously, is that I mentioned after week 1 that I was going to increase the lot size, and I did that. And we can see that because I've done that, we have incurred more drawdown. Now the drawdown to profit ratio is actually not too bad, but it's not great either. So we can see here that the max drawdown was negative $315 on the 5th, and it has made for the week $141. So I think that drawdown to profit ratio for the week is actually quite good. And so far, overall, we're up $314. So it's up 2.37% in the 3 weeks that it has been trading. And its max drawdown was negative $315 and nowhere near blowing the account of $1,000 because we started with $1,000. So we've got $328 to play with in, it's basically free money. So yeah, I'm really interested to see what's going to happen with this next week. Next week is going to be week 4, and I think all these demo accounts may expire. I'm not sure, but I think I've shown how the market and how the EAs have handled all of it all very, very well. This has been quite a beneficial forward test for all of these EAs. Now, casino has actually surprised me. I thought it actually would have blown up by now, and it hasn't, but I think it pretty much has. Look at this. So negative $817, that happened on the 10th Feb, which was last week. And yeah, I'm going to call this as blown. Negative $817 is a pretty big chunk. I would say it probably would have ran out of margin and been margin called on a live account. And we can see here that all the pips are negative. So, wow. It's taking lots of losses with wins, and we're only ending up with $161 in wins at the end of the week, but we're negative $817. So the drawdown to profit ratio is 237%, which is terrible. And yeah, its max drawdown was 817. So would I trade this live? I'm going to say that's a no. This is definitely a no. And yeah, it is a casino. It's a casino EA. And second to last, we've got Euro Pips Pro. Now, this is another EA that I recommended probably at the end of last year in Telegram. And the reason being is that it can make a solid amount of money. It goes along quite well. It's not always in the market, and it doesn't usually incur a lot of drawdown. Now, for the week, it didn't do so great though. We've made $44, but we have had a max drawdown of negative 326. And bear in mind that all of these EAs are trading all the time, even through like NFP, CPI, like all the big news events. I'm not turning them off, and I'm just basically letting them run and seeing how they go. And I think for the next test series that I do, I'm going to be running Currency Engine to show you all how it goes, and I'm also going to be putting my EA on the line and forward test it live to show you all kind of how it goes. So yeah, I think that's going to be pretty cool, but also scary for me as a dev because I haven't haven't actually done it myself either. But we can see here that Euro-Pips Pro on all these pairs, we can see that it's made a little bit of profits, and the most drawdown was Pound USD and then Euro USD. But all the others have incurred hardly any drawdown, and they've done a little bit of profit. So maybe Euro and GU was the ones that had the CPI news, and it was not beneficial to the EA for that. And we can see here probably at these negative values is probably where that happened, which is one of these here, Pound USD, Euro USD. So yeah, Euro-Pips, would I add it to portfolio? Yeah, I probably would. And last but not least, we've got Blessing Light, which has not done anything, and I'm going to remove it and maybe put Currency Engine here, but it's not ready yet. So I'm going to give Currency Engine probably another week of me developing it and trying to fix some other small bugs, and then I'll probably chuck it on here. But in replacement of Blessing Light, I'll probably put a different EA just for the last week or 2 weeks, depending on how long the demo accounts go. But that's pretty much it from me from this roundup. Let me know what you think about all of the EAs that I've forward tested so far. This is the week 3, and did they exceed any of your expectations, or did you expect all the results that has happened? But just keep in mind that gold has been an extremely bullish currency pair, so I think it might have been a little bit unfair on some of the robots, but hey, that's the market, and this is why we test. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.